Prescott looks to throw on first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tennessee.
From 8 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Titans 10. Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Baltimore, a good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll go down at the 28. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
At the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action. Now Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
10. Ravens nothing.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darquez Denard. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott from the gun. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me. Touchdown, Titans. Henry Ruggs, 38 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And shedding through the tackle. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Prescott down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And now he'll tuck it and run. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Watkins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles Darpati. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 6. Watch the run.
26, and 47.
Mike 6.
Throwing, Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught at the 20.
Take off your helmet and give me a
Touchdown,
kiss.
Titans. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram there to make the grab. And the Ravens are in for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30.
Bring in the second spring.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check tight. Mike 6. Mike 6. We own it. We own it.
Hey, kill. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Kill.
Check 6 guys.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Pick me up. Here we go.
Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin.
Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go.
Check. Lucky.
Now Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. He's got daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Well, now things get a little dicier here. It's a 42-yard extra point attempt. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Titans 44, Ravens 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's
23 yards, the final tally.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here? And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens cut into that lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Jackson will keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Titans 44, Ravens 30.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone.
It's over. Let's dominate.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over at their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
First down, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs. Just shoveling it forward, and when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What's up, y'all? Bro, it's 44-37. This dude's coming back.
Set to begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown.
I was trying to get it done, bro.
As they nurse this small lead.
I'm trying to go. I got to go back and get some Christmas shopping done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Once I get done with this, I'm going back to Christmas shopping.
Prescott off play action. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
All right, I've just been fucking around this.
It's the Titans.
This game's going to take forever, bro. He's just rolling out with Lamar, but Hollywood just been open all the time.
Plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Oh, Jesus.
For the football, and he's going to come down with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I didn't go there.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I really just want to get this game out the way, though, bro.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
Oh, my God. Why did he move?
They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted.
I don't know why they go up the field.
Picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago. That turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off their wrists and ankles.
Oh, that was Hollywood, man.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And
he dropped, though.
Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield equally good.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
Take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, because I got to be back in there by 10 o'clock to play.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You're going in the playoffs, bro. You, me, Hawk. I don't know why I don't want to, bro.
Prescott from the gun. It's caught on the right side at Smith. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
49-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
Oh, my God, dude.
Do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Like, just throw it, bro. Like,
so freaking aggravating. So your mama don't love you.
Wow.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Who in this party? Fuck them.
Prescott now. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. He'll be brought down inside the 20.
Damn, that's how he feels about me, bro.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
Keep it on the ground.
In the backfield, and he will
Fuck, I'm gonna go for it.
And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Prescott. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll throw right away. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going deep for Brown.
No way. Where are all my safeties at, bro?
And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's good.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Oh my goodness.
Go
That Clowney?
down. They sack him back right around the 30. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, shit.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
47,
Gets the
37.
intended target, and it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They'll run it again with Henry.
Safety, bro.
Can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Over at Texas,
and you know the man
bro.
who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
24-yard line.
Nope.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Bro, they made me. Oh, it's illegal contact anyways, but still. Bro, they get to everything now.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I'm trying to go to the right, bro.
To decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That secondary ass, huh?
Jackson to throw. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
At the 19-yard line.
Second down at 7.
They'll look to throw.
Got him. Come on.
We
got one more play. We got one more play. What's he going to do?
With just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
That's a good play, too.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Come on now.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught.
Oh my goodness.
Bounds, says the sign judge, incomplete.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
It's bad if I just do cut man 3 deep.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. It's a foot race. He's at the 30.
Oh.
He's going to seal this victory as time runs out.
We dominate today.
The Titans are AFC champions. Thanks for watching.
Hey, good fight there, man. He played a good game. Hollywood, bro. Kill my ass.